beware. Beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you, Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, your guardian of the First Amendment, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Thursday morning. As I told you yesterday, I was going to go to the Eckerd Flower Shop where they've got the illegal activity going on. And I started the stage today, but I got 3 calls from some of my friends in Belleville that said they were going to try to set me up and arrest me. So we backed off. We got our attorneys looking at it. But see, that's how bad these son of a bitches are, people. I don't want to go sit in jail. I wanted to do my show today. And I know they would have hassled me like they did. And not the policemen. The policemen are just doing their job. These politicians. You remember 3.5, 4 years ago, the case that cost you $150,000 that I beat in less than 5 minutes for a criminal trespass. I went by there today, started the stage, and got the calls. They said, Bob, maybe you better back off, because they heard people talking that they were going to try something. And it wasn't worth getting screwed over today, but it will be tomorrow and the next day and the next day. But go by. Now, I've looked last year, and we've got pictures. Last year, whenever Eckerd Maximus Vaginas, Pussy Boy, the mayor of Belleville, the rotten no-count son of a bitch, when he had his cooler out there, he had barricades that said City of Belleville. Now, they don't say City of Belleville this year. It looks like it's been painted over, and he thinks everybody's that stupid. I'd like to know, I want a receipt, Mayor. Where did you buy those barricades from? I guarantee you they took the banner off the bottom part and just put some white pieces of wood. Those are the same barricades that the city put out last year, and we've got pictures from last year. People, drive by there at 2nd and West Main. It's not coated. He's got a Jed Clampett extension cord hanging there. He's using that street, our street, the city street, the taxpayer street, the money that was paid for by us, not by Eckerd's florist. And they tell me, and I've seen some of his work, and I tell you what, he's as bad with flowers as I am on the radio, so you know how bad that is. I personally wouldn't buy anything from there, because the flowers I think are probably dead before you get them. But he's the mayor of Belleville. He should shy away from any semblance of impropriety. He should shy away from any controversial issue, any issue that could be a conflict for him being the mayor. Now, you know he gets money from Lindenwood, and for that, in my opinion, of course, he's letting Lindenwood getting away with all these housing violations. Mike Bittner, the alderman's trying to fight. He's fighting hard for the people of Belleville. These students are out there starting fires, throwing beer cans, and that's okay, because, see, those students just stay there to get their education. What about the poor people in Belleville, Pussy Boy, Maximus Vaginas Eckerd? What about the people that live in Belleville, that have lived here all their lives, and you're letting Lindenwood College run them out? But they tell me that you're in line for a nice job with the administration of Lindenwood after you lose your mayor spot. And I guarantee, unless the people are complete idiots of Belleville, there is no way in hell you'll get reelected. But we're contacting the state's attorney's office, and I would ask the city chief of police, Bill Clay, to enforce the law for everybody. You enforce it when Eckert sent you out to do something, when you step and fetch for him, you plantation Negro son of a bitch. And I'm not talking about the proud police officers for the Belleville Police Department, because there's a lot of proud police officers, black, white, men, women. But Bill Clay is not one of them. Bill Clay steps and fetch for the white boys. He's got his son a job as a judge now. His daughter-in-law's Cahilia Dixon Clay, whatever the hell her name is this week. She's a circuit clerk. You know, he's taken over. You think he got that because he was proud and black? Hell no, he didn't, because you proud black people got nothing. He got it because he's a stepping and fetching Negro, sold out to the whites. And I'm a proud white man. But I think everybody should have their fair share. I think the blacks should have their fair share, the whites, the Hispanics, the Asians. I even think, hey, Kern, I'll make you happy. I even think the transgenders should have their fair share, what little it is, and we'll get on to those good people in just a little bit. And I'm not homophobic. But I tell you what's right's right and what's wrong's wrong. And this crap that's going on with this transgender crap is wrong. I'm surprised if I won't see Kern and Eckert out there marching for the transgender community. If you know what I mean, and I think you do. I think these guys, they're diverse. They want the support from everybody. But I ask you, Kern, Mark Sweet Cakes Kern. You hear that? Sweet Cakes Kern. And Mark Maximus Vaginas, also known as Pussy Boy Eckert, the mayor of Belleville. How far will you guys go for a vote? I'm just wondering. I'm just thinking out loud. How far will you rotten, no-count, low-life, no-good son of a bitches go for a vote? Someone said last night, Romanik, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. No, I'm not. You can't use a public street. That's a trailer. If it's not hooked to a vehicle, it's supposed to be towed. It's illegally parked. And he's running a business out of the street in Belleville. Tells everyone I can't afford a cooler. Well, a lot of people can't afford food on their table, Eckert. But your job as the mayor is to lead by example. And that's a hell of an example, violating the law. And then someone tells me, well, the Board of Aldermen said it was okay. Well, I guess if the dumbass Board of Aldermen in Belleville, and there are some nice people on the board, but most of them are bobbleheads for Kern and Eckert and Sprague. I guess if they say it's okay for Mayor Pussy Boy Maximus Vaginas Eckert to kill somebody, he can do it. Those idiots on the board, just because they make an ordinance, vote an ordinance in, doesn't make it legal. Does not make it legal. 2/3 of these ordinances in all these towns are illegal, but people just don't have the money to fight it. So these rotten bastard politicians use our money to screw us. What the hell? That's a hell of a deal if you can get it. But drive by the florist, and if everything gets worked out. See, I didn't have a witness with me either, and I should have done that. Only in America can you get screwed because these politicians want you to get screwed. Eckert was worried crapless that I was going to broadcast live today, and I said I was, and I was going to, but the situation just wasn't right. I should have prepared a little bit more. But we're going to broadcast live from there just to let the people know. Again, drive by, got an extension cord. He's got a cooler. A business cooler on a public street on 2nd Street across from, guess what? His good neighbors, the gay bar. And that's okay. I mean, you know, those guys, I'm sure they get along. I'm sure Eckert's over there having a few drinks. Hey, watch out, Eckert. If they drop $1 down on the floor, don't bend over and pick it up. Unless you want to, of course. And knowing you, I really don't know which direction you would take on that. But people, you understand it's a symbolic thing. He can do what the hell he wants to do. They're running people out of Belleville every day. Code violations, this violation. If a person's in trouble in your family, he can't live in the house. Crime-free ordinance. These guys harass everybody but themselves and their family. And we're getting tired of it, not just with Mark Pussy Boy, Maximus Vaginus Eckert. We're getting tired of it with Mark Sweet Cakes Kern and Bob, I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in a urinal sprig, or John Red on the noodle like a pecker on the Poodle Bear Civic. We're tired of those people. Look at Trump. Trump's a crazy son of a bitch. He won the Republican nomination because people don't want politicians serving their community. They want public servants. These politicians have been around too long, people, especially in St. Clair County and up in Madison County. And I got something for Mr. Hain. He's the state senator for Madison County, the Democratic state senator. You asswipe, you piece of crap, and I'm going to get on his greasy ass here in just a minute or two. But people, understand why. Why do you sit there and let them get away with it? There ought to be a picket, and I will help get it together. There should be a protest in front of Eckert's Florist for everybody that's got a code violation in their house, everybody that owns a business that's had a code violation and been fined for some kind of violation, or had your business shut down for some kind of violation, or not being able to open for some kind of violation. Not Mark Pussy Boy, also known as Maximus Vaginus Eckert. He can do what the hell he wants to do. They give him 2 special dispensated parking spots when nobody else could get them, so he can park there whenever he wants. They took down 2 parking meters, cost the city money, and that was bad enough. But now the aldermen are letting him run a business from the streets of Belleville with an extension cord, which is not coded. Where the hell's a building inspector now? Oh, that's the one that Mark Pussy Boy Maximus Vaginus Eckert appointed, I would assume. Why the hell should these rotten bastards get any kind of special treatment, people? We let them do it. That's why, because we're the idiots. We're the idiots. We let them do it. I'm tired of this crap, and I hope you guys are. So let's make some calls. Let's see. Maybe we have a protest in front of Eckert's Florist. Maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. May be too long. Or too short. We need a little bit longer time. But maybe we make it for Monday or Tuesday. Because it's not right, people. And for somebody to say it's a minor incident, no, it's not. He's the leader of Belleville, the mayor. I personally believe it's official misconduct. I believe it's a crime. He cannot use his office for personal gains. Do you think they would let you do that? I guarantee you they would not. They'd have your ass in jail. They'd have you cited for so many code violations. And all you people that own property, you know what I'm talking about. But unless we do something about it, people, they're going to continue to do this. They're going to continue to do this. And I can't emphasize it enough. Drive by Eckert's Florist at 2nd. Don't go in and get any flyers because they're not worth a damn, in my opinion, of course. Drive by and see what they've done, what they've let him do. And I guarantee you, I will show you pictures of the barricades that said City of Belleville. I bitched about it last year, so they took the banners off and put regular, just white banners on. I'd like to see a receipt where he bought those and not have a predated receipt, Eckert. And I believe you're capable of that, you son of a bitch. Why would you take advantage of the people of Belleville for your personal gains? You sell flyers to Belleville, and I believe that's a conflict. You make money off of Belleville through your flower shop. It's not your wife's flower shop. It's your flower shop. You eat from the proceeds of that flower shop. You drink from the proceeds of that flower shop. You live in a house with the proceeds of that flower shop. So don't say it's not your flower shop, you idiot. People, we got to wise up. I'm tired of this crap. And I think you people are too. So let's all get together. Let's start exposing every one of these rotten son of a bitches for the crap they've been doing for 50 years. And if we don't, they're just going to keep doing it. So let's get together. I think we need a protest in front of Eckert's Florist just to let that rotten bastard know. And I say the alderman in Belleville, you rotten bastards ought to be ashamed of yourself to let the mayor do what the hell he wants to do when you don't let anybody else in Belleville do what they want to do, you actually harass people in Belleville with all these ordinances, these code violations, these housing ordinance, these business ordinances. But not for Mark Eckert. That would never make code anywhere. But if you're the mayor of Belleville, I guess you get special treatment. And I think, Mayor, we're going to give you some special treatment. We're going to give you all the publicity that you need, and it's going to be coming real soon. The annual Kids Day event to be held at Fort Charter State Historic Site, this Saturday, May the 7th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's a free event with games and prizes for all the kids. Food will be available by the Prairie du Rocher Boy Scouts. For any information, you can contact 618-284-7230. My great friends out in Freeburg, Illinois, and I want to salute everybody out there. The Freeburg Junior Midgets Football Silent Auction and 50-50 Raffle. Come support your junior midgets. $20 per person. You get draft beer from 7 to 10 p.m. All the proceeds benefit the Freeburg Junior Midgets Football Program. It'll be held Saturday, June the 25th, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. It'll be at Muse Tavern in Smithton, Illinois. Count us in for you good people in Freeburg. We'll be in Smithton also, but we want to donate, and we hope everybody else does. Thanks for the information. The Wood River Kiwanis Club having their barbecue on June the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. We'll get to that a little bit later. Coming up, May the 21st, the Most Holy Trinity Catholic Church in St. Louis, Missouri, their Spring Fling DJ Dance. If you want to get involved, if you need any information, you can call 314-241-9165. Our good friends in Millstadt, don't forget the water tower. Contact Kelly Timmer at 618-520-3623 to make a donation to help refurbish the old water tower. These are the friends of the old water tower trying to get it back into good shape. Every Wednesday night, American Legion in O'Fallon. Their Wednesday night dinner special, and they're also serving lunch at the Legion every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The American Legion Post 1255 hosts their 15th annual flag retirement ceremonies on the post grounds located at 201 Eiler Road in Belleville. Colonel James Pratt will be the master of ceremony. If you would like to retire your old tattered flag, you can contact the Post at 538-5445. 2015-2016 Student Achievement and Donor Appreciation Night to be held at the Scottish Rites Banquet Hall on Monday, May the 9th, located at 1549 Frank Scott Parkway West in Belleville, Illinois. Any questions or concerns, you can call 235-9392. Our good friends, United Association for Steam Fitters, their local 439. They're sponsoring their 13th annual Night at the Grizzlies Ballpark to help fund the Illinois Fire Safety Alliance Burn Camp for Children. It'll be held Saturday, May the 14th. The funds help this camp for the steam fitters, and I want to salute the steam fitters local 439 for giving back. And they say it's a tribute to a brother member who suffered the trauma and endless suffering until his death due to an explosion in 2004 in Granite City Steel in Granite City, Illinois. They've raised over $300,000 for the kids from the burn program. So guys, Janie Bailey and all the steam fitters of Local 439, we want to salute you guys. If anybody would like to get involved, anybody would like to donate, call the great steam fitters at 618-624-6096 or 618-444-4176. Coming up today at 3 o'clock p.m., 3 to 8 p.m., the Shane Togus Blood Drive. It's St. James Catholic Parish and School in Millstadt, Illinois. They're located at 412 West Washington Avenue in Millstadt. Any questions or concerns? 1-800-733-2767. Dupo Shop with the Cop coming up this Saturday, May the 7th. Again, these are the officers that get the money donated and take the less fortunate children out to give them a positive experience with police officers, and we sincerely appreciate that. If you guys would like to get involved, like to donate, like to participate, you can call Mike Sullivan at 618-960-8724. You can pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and or the Grim Reaper of Radio. Go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com. One word, common spelling for the best of all three of our stations. You can now hear my repeat performance every day, Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. and now broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. Like us on Facebook, KQQZ 1190 AM or KZQZ 1430 AM. You can also go to my Facebook page, Fans of the Grim Reaper of Radio, or Bob Romanik for State Representative. You get a lot of political cartoons. I think you'll really enjoy that. And never forget to go to the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition on Facebook. That's where you get all the political information, all the information you'll need about what's going on in St. Clair County and what the good people are going to do to stop this political corruption in St. Clair County. On this date, May the 5th, 1816, the American Bible Society was organized in New York. On this date, May the 5th, 1866, the first Memorial Day observation was held in Waterloo, New York, to honor the Civil War dead. On this date, May the 5th, 1913, the American College of Surgeons was organized. On this date, May the 5th, 1922, construction of Yankee Stadium in the Bronx began. On this date, May the 5th, 1942, World War II sugar rationing began in the United States. On this date, May the 5th, 1948, the first air squadron of jets were stationed aboard an aircraft carrier. That's what happened on this date, May the 5th, throughout all these years in our world's history. We're going to take a break here real quick. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about Senator Bill Hayne, the asswipe bastard, the Democratic senator from Madison County. This son of a bitch worked for the Madison County State's Attorney's Office, and he's gotten over $1 million in pension, people, from you good people in Madison County. His annual pension is $129,000 a month. And then he gets a little bit more tacked on, ends up being $132,000. He's getting here's an attorney who's getting $132,000 from the taxpayers of St. Clair, of Madison County and the state of Illinois. He's also a state senator. He'll be getting 85% of probably $100,000 because, see, he's a big shot. He's on 2 or 3 committees, and I believe each committee gets $10,000 extra. So I know that asswipe is grabbing all the money he can grab. Senator Hayne, why don't you give me a call and defend yourself, buddy? We are America's voice of freedom, definitely the patriot. You can call me Senator, 1-800-394-1430. Right here on the east side, 394-1190. This son of a bitch is an attorney. He's an ex-state's attorney for Madison County, and now he's a state senator. I mean, how greedy can these no-good son of a bitches get? I guess they're not ever qualified to work out in the private sector. They got to suck at the public trough, and suck is what I'm saying, Senator Haynes, and I do think you suck, maybe in more ways than one. But this son of a bitch is getting $132,000, people, from Madison County in pensions. That's about $11,000 a month, $12,000 a month that he's getting off the backs of the hardworking taxpayers. And you asswipe bastard, you give me hell because I donate in honor of my son? And you act like my money's no good? Well, apparently your money's no good, you asswipe bastard. That's your district. And I told you I'm going to rag you, you no good son of a bitch, until I get an apology for my son. I think you're a piece of crap. You're an elitist piece of crap. Don't give a damn if you're a state senator. Don't give a damn if you're the president. Don't give a damn if you're a Democrat. Don't give a damn if you're a Republican. But whatever you are, you're a piece of low-life crap, Senator William R. Hayne. Give me a call and defend yourself. How the hell can you take that much money from the taxpayers of Madison County, from the taxpayers of the state of Illinois, when everything's getting shut down, bills aren't getting paid anywhere, and you're sitting there with all that money? He's an attorney, so he works part-time as a state senator. So he's doing his attorney work. He's doing his state senator work. and he's got $132,000 coming in pensions. And when he gets done as a state senator, he'll have about $200,000 off the backs of the hardworking taxpayers. But see, you people in his senatorial district, you keep letting him go. You keep letting him go. And he's going to cast a bad light on somebody trying to help the state of Illinois. I tell all you son of a bitches up there in Springfield, and there are some good state senators, Haynes not one of them. There are some good state representatives. You guys got to tighten your belt before you ask your constituents, your bosses, to tighten their belts. It's unbelievable, people, that we let this go. Now, you understand about this asswipe Senator Haynes out of Madison County? He's going to cast a bad light on me because I donated money. And, I didn't care it was Romanik's money as long as I'm happy that it's open. You're not that happy, you rotten bastard, asswipe, low-life, scum-sucking son of a bitch, or you would have put your money up. And we wouldn't have had this conversation. These hypocritical bastards, these elitist bastards, people, on both sides. I've told you before, there's enough blame to go around for the Democrats and the Republicans. There's ass wipes on both sides. But Senator Hayne, he goes to these different organizational meetings and very articulate, very educated, got his hair combed real nice, got his suit on. I'm sure he goes to church on Sunday with his family, probably never says a cuss word. But he'll go up there to Springfield and screw you like a cheap whore. That's what bastards like him do. So, Senator, defend yourself. The lines are always open for the people I talk about. Write this down, you idiot. If you've got any ink left, after writing down how much money you've taken from the taxpayers, toll free 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, Senator Hayne, 394-1190. You asswipe bastard. You got the guts. You'll talk crap in the newspaper. Give me a call. Defend yourself, Senator. Or is it like always? You rotten bastards, political scumbag, son of a bitches, have nothing, I said nothing, to defend. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM. Simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Senator Haynes, you asswipe bastard, please give me a call. That was your district. Why didn't you do something? I'm tired of these son of a bitches. Let's expose all these rotten bastards. We've got some callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Mr. Bob.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I'd like to thank you for paying the bill at Horseshoe Lake.
Well, sir, thank you. Do you use the lake?
I have used it, and I will use it again.
Okay.
What? The state of Illinois is so broke they can't pay nothing.
Yeah. Well, sir, you know why they're broke. I'm talking about this asswipe bastard senator from Madison County. He's got $132,000 a year in pensions coming from Madison County. He works as an attorney. He's making $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 as a state senator, and he's going to begrudge me because, I'm a low-life, and I can be, and I'm not perfect, sir, but my money, I'm a felon. My money's just as good as anybody else's. It seems like these good people They don't want to give up their money, but they want to talk about everybody else. And these bastards have probably made more mistakes than I ever thought about making.
Of course. And you know what? If the people would get out and vote, get these clowns out of here, get Illinois back where it's supposed to be at, be a lot better off.
Sir, thank you very much for the call. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy Horseshoe Lake this summer, and I hope everybody does. And it wasn't a political move. I just felt compelled to do it. But then I get crap on the other end. Hayne says, oh, I don't care if it was Romanik's money. I'm just happy. What do you mean you don't care? You rotten, low-life bastard. We've got another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hey, Bob.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is Jerry Rush.
Hey, Jerry. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing real good. Hey, I'm coming in from Jeff City, and I couldn't hardly get you on 1190. I changed to 1430, and it's clear as a bell.
All the way down in Jefferson City, Missouri?
Yes, sir. I'm on it right now. I'm on 1430.
You know what?
And any listeners have any problem on 1190, go to 1430. It is great.
Well, Jerry Raj, thank you very much. Our great firm from Mascoutah. You know, our 50,000-watt 1430, it booms all over. And Jerry's right. If for some reason you can't pick it up on 1190, go to 1430 and vice versa. But our stations are booming out to over 4 million potential listeners, and we're getting more listeners every day because people all over this country are telling us they're on Facebook with us, they're on the iTunes. They take us and listen to us all over the country on our streaming site. Because it's the same situation, people. It's the same ball game, the same rotten, no-count, good-for-nothing political scumbag ball game. It's just different political scumbag players. And it's all over, and I hope everybody understands what I'm saying. You don't have to identify with the people. All you guys have to do is identify with the situation, and it's not good. One more time, Senator Hayes, you ass-white bastard. Give me a call, you no-good son of a bitch. You'll talk to the newspaper. Why don't you talk to me, you piece of crap? And I will rag your ass every day till you apologize for my son. That was uncalled for. You are a piece of political crap, and I'd say that to your face, you rotten bastard. And speaking of rotten bastards, this mayor of New York City, what a liberal, ignorant son of a bitch he is. He's telling people don't eat a Chick-fil-A because they don't believe in transgender bathrooms. They're not supportive of same-sex marriages. And see, I'm not a religious guy, but I'm not supportive of same-sex marriages either. I think marriage should be between a man and a woman. Now, if two people want to live together, I don't give a damn who they are or what they do. But don't flaunt it. Don't come out and act like a complete idiot. But this mayor of New York, now he's going to dictate to people. That's the problem, people. These son of a bitches think they are dictators. We put them in office to work for us. And then they act like they own us. No, you rotten bastard political son of a bitches. We own you. We've got another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hey, good morning, Bob. How are you?
Fine, sir. How about yourself?
Doing real well. Hey, this is Chad calling. I wanted to thank you personally for what you did for the state parks. I know a lot of people that go there and enjoy that, and sometimes that's the only place they got to go. And to do that in honor of your son is overwhelming. And every day that I wake up and try to continue on without my father, I try to honor him. So I just wanted to call and thank you. That was very touching, and you helped a lot of people. And the only thing that I've ever disagreed with you on is when you said you was going to quit the race and let some people what they say and do, and I disagreed with you on that. And I'm glad you're back in there and fighting as hard as you can, and you're making a difference to a lot of people.
Well, sir, thank you very much for those kind words. I don't get those very often, but I just hope the good people out there would think about my son. If you're religious, pray for my son and everybody else that's passed. This rotten son of a bitchin' mayor of New York, people. Let's get back on a subject that affects all of us. This no good son of a bitch is saying, hey, if you don't let people go to the bathroom that they want to go to, what ass white bastard is this? And then we got the mayor of Boston, Mayor Marty Walsh, said a transgender pride flag they raised Monday over Boston City Hall Plaza will continue to fly until everyone is equal under the law in Massachusetts. What the hell do you stupid son of a bitches mean equal? They ain't equal. They're idiots. If they're men, they're men. I tell you, if you got something hanging between your legs, you're a man. If you don't, you're a woman. I tell you this joke, and I will, and it'll piss some people off. It's only a joke. God made everybody, made men. He looked around and say, hey, how are we going to have children? How are we going to procreate? How are we going to have relationships? So he took half the men, the less intelligent men, cut off their penises, and they became women. Now, I know that's not politically correct, and you women know I'm just giving you a little bit of hell, so we all got to have thick skin in this game. But why the hell? I'll tell you what, I'd have that bitch or whoever, Marty, whatever his or her name is. I say bitch, but I don't want to piss off women. But bitch, again, is not a gender thing. It's a bitch, I'm bitching thing. Gonna fly the gay pride flag, the transgender pride flag over Boston City Hall. How disrespectful is that to the good people of Boston? How disrespectful is that to all the decent people in this country? I don't mind what anybody does. They're raising the flag of blue, pink, and white stripes to state lawmakers. No, let's raise the POW flag. I'll bet you the POW flag's not raised, not underneath the American flag. I'll bet you the POW flag's not flying there in Boston, but they're going to fly a gay pride flag? What asswipe idiots do we have running this country, people? Now, I'm a no-good son of a bitch, and I'm half crazy, two-thirds crazy, probably all the way. But if I go to Springfield, you're going to see a different ball game, because I'm not going to put up with this politically correct crap. I'm tired. This politically correct crap is killing all of us. And I'm going to go up there to be what I am and who I am and fight for the people. Not going to get a short haircut. Not going to wear a suit. I'm not going to do anything to conform with those rotten bastards because I don't like those rotten bastards. We've got some more callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hey, Bob, is that me?
That's you.
You lousy son of a bitch, you bad. You got me in tears. Let me tell you something. This is Larry down there in Centerville.
Hey, Larry, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Bob, and thank you, man, for what you do, what you always do. And I wish I could vote 100 times for you, but let me tell you something right quick. Me and my grandmother used to go fishing all the time at that park, and I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times I didn't know we was fishing to eat dinner, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, man, I tell you, man, it just brings me to tears, and I'll be praying for your son, man. And my dad, we fished there, and, I mean, we didn't have a damn thing. And just thank you, man. God bless you. I know you're not a really religious person, but thank you for what you do. And like I said, whatever I can do, man, you got my vote. Sure.
Hey, Larry, thank you. And, you know what? When you think about your parents, when you think about your loved ones, that's why we have a moment of silence, Larry, every day. They said don't do that because you run people off with that silence. And I said, and you hear me every day, if you don't like it, get the hell going and don't come back. But, Larry, I know you loved your father, and I appreciate you. I did that for the good of the people. You know, I'm not perfect, Larry, and I know you're not. But, you know, unperfect people can do perfect things. And I think if we all, who I believe are all unperfect, if we all do something perfect every day, we make everybody's lives better, Larry. And I'm glad I made your life better. And I'm going to get up with you before I start breaking out into tears. Thank you very much for the call, Larry. I got to tell you the story. We used to have fried bologna every night. Well, not every night, every other night. It was a treat when we ate. And when I got older, I asked my mother, and you guys have probably heard this, Mom, why do we always have fried bologna? When I was old enough, she finally told me, Bobby, we couldn't afford to eat. I'd go get the bologna when they were selling it for next to nothing, or I'd go get it out of the trash when it was green, and I'd cut the green out because it was a mold, and I didn't want to see us get sick. So when you people think about these rotten rich bastards, you know where I'm coming from. You know where I'm coming from. These no good son of a bitches can kiss my ass, and I'd like to win the election, but I'm not here to win the election. I'm here to destroy these son of a bitches. People say, oh, that's not the reason to run. Yes, it is. Because I'm going to destroy these son of a bitches. You don't want to move into a house that doesn't have a good foundation. You don't want to move in a house that's got rats and roaches in it. And I want to apologize to the rats and roaches. You don't want to move into a house until it's cleaned out. And that's what I want to do. I want to clean the house out so people after me can come in and do something for their community, to do something for their state, their county, their country. I don't care about winning. I care about destroying, politically, of course. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical Radio, and we are, as always, hear me, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. As you all know, Donald Trump has done everything but secured the nomination for the Republican candidate for president. Here's Donald Trump, who the elitists didn't want, but the Republican Party wanted. You know, these asswipe local Republicans, not the Republican people of St. Clair County. I salute them. I respect them for their beliefs. I'm talking about the few asswipe bastards that have taken over and commandeered the Republican Party in St. Clair County, the few and far between, the Doug Jamesons, the John Wests, the Barb Vivianos, the Mary Turmans, these hypocritical religious bastards. They don't speak for the Republican people in St. Clair County. The Republican people speak for the Republican people, you asswipe bastard political parasitical punks. See, there's enough to go around on both sides of the aisle. You know, never wanted to be a Democrat the last 20 years for what they've done. Tried to say, well, work with the Republicans. And I've talked to Republicans all throughout this county, and they're acceptive of our situation. They know what's going on. I think we're going to get major support from the rank and file, the decent Republicans. Now, the Republicans, the few in O'Fallon, and I'm not talking about the good Republicans in O'Fallon, the few that happen to live in the O'Fallon area, they think they got Mike Boss, the congressman, elected. They think they're big shots. You know, they're big shots if you pay your child support, Doug Jameson. Big shots if you don't get charged with domestic battery. And everybody knows what domestic battery it is. Everybody knows, Doug Jameson. And if you don't like ladies, just stay away from them. Don't be charged with domestic battery. Don't be ordered by the court to get a psychological exam. And this ignorant asswipe bastard is running the St. Clair County Republican Party. I think he's ruining the St. Clair County Republican Party. But we'll talk about that a little bit more tomorrow. I see where Illinois lawmakers are trying to propose a bill to raise buying tobacco from 18 to 21. I say, if you can give your life and fight for your country at 18, I think you ought to be able to make the decision at 18 if you want to smoke. See, that's the problem, people. The government wants to get in your life. I say, government, get out of our lives. Don't try to run our lives. You only should be there when we need you. That's what governmental service and work is. But they want to pass a bill saying you have to be 21 instead of 18 to smoke. Why would they even do that? Now, I can see 16, 17, but 16, 17-year-olds, when you tell them not to do something, they're going to do it even more. But for an 18-year-old young man or young woman that can go out and fight and die for our country, and these asswipe politicians want to dictate if they can put a cigarette in their mouth? They're smart enough to know that it's not healthy. They don't need you. They don't need me. They don't need a politician to tell them what's healthy and what's not healthy. But see, they want to get into your lives. They want to dictate. They want to take your life and they want to turn it upside down. They want you to live their lives. And these are the same asswipes that go out and get drunk, steal money, go to the gay bars or wherever the hell they go. But they want to cast a bad light on the rest of us? I don't think so. And I think the good people, not just of St. Clair County, but all throughout the state of Illinois in this great country, I think they've got different thoughts. And I think you've seen that with Trump. You don't give a damn about the elitists. I don't give a damn about the elitists. These asswipes going to censure me because I cuss them out. I tell them what no good bastards they are. I tell them how they're screwing up, not just the Republican Party, but the two-party system in St. Clair County, and they're going to get mad and give me crap? Well, thank you for that, because I don't want to be around a bunch of idiots that are bigger idiots than I am. And see, I'm not running anything. That's what we got to stop, people. We got to stop letting everybody else run our lives. We have to run our lives. Whenever I need a governmental agency or a governmental official, I will call them. And I think you good people understand, both Democrats and Republicans. There's a lot of great Democrats, a lot of great Republicans throughout St. Clair County, throughout the state of Illinois, throughout this great country. We can have political disagreements, but we don't have to be enemies. But see, the elitists, they want to divide and conquer. And that's the only way they get elected. So let's don't let these no good son of a bitches divide us, conquer us. We're decent people. We're Democrats. We're Republicans. We're men. We're women. We're black and we're white. We don't need somebody to think for us. We can think for ourselves. So let's think out of these party lines. And let's do what the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition always advocates. Let's vote the person, not the party. There's good people on both sides of the aisle. There's good people, Democrats. There's good people, Republicans. Let's don't throw them under one blanket and say, you're either good or you're either bad. We can't have that crap in this great country of ours. Don't let these political bastards divide us and conquer us. That's what they've been doing. Our proud black friends down in East St. Louis, they started the New Vision Democrats, a new vision for a better tomorrow for the people of East St. Louis. They came off the plantation. They know what racists Sprague and Kern and Bear Civic are. They know all about them. Half of the political people in East St. Louis said, we're not going to take it anymore. They've united with the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. They've united with the Cahokia division of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. We've all united. You'll never make the good people of East St. Louis Republicans, but they understand what they have to do to knock this old Democratic House down so they can build a proper Democratic organization that will do and help the poor people in East St. Louis. They've taken the first step. They're like the Revolutionary War guys, the New Vision Democrats. They're here to stay. They're going to fight. They're going to fight the culture of corruption in St. Clair County, as we, with the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, is going to do. And we ask and invite everybody, men, women, black, white, Democrats, Republican, inner city, outer county, everybody to come together. It's a patriotic movement to get rid of these asswipe, no good son of a bitches that we call politicians. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, and always very proud to be the Patriot. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. We're going to be all over these political bastards coming up to the November 8th election. It's going to get hot and heavy. It's going to get hot and heavy throughout this great country because people are uniting, not revolting, they're uniting to destroy this culture of corruption all throughout this great country. It started nationally, it's going to go statewide, and it's going to come down to our counties. So let's think about it, people. Let's listen to what I have to say. Let's listen to what other people have to say. And then you, the good people, don't take my word. Don't take their word. Research what everyone says. But when you research what I say, you'll find out that I'm right. I'm right because I've done the research. I'm telling you that it's time for everybody to get involved in the political process. I think you're going to see all kind of new voters come out, both Democrats and Republicans, and I think they're going to vote the person, not the party. So let's all continue to educate ourselves, to unite as one, as Americans. Continue to expose these rotten bastard political parasitical punks that we call politicians, these cockroach-sucking, low-life, bottom-feeding son of a bitches. And when it's all said and done, let's destroy them at the polls. Let's destroy them at the polls. Get rid of these ass-kissing, ass-wiping, no good for nothing, son of a bitchin', greedy ass bastard politicians. Let's get rid of them. Politically, of course. Right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats. And they're coming to take